From simple advice on confidence to how to start your own religion, Kelly Cutrone's If You Have to Cry, Go Outside, in our opinion, is one of the most real accounts of the fashion industry. If Vogue is a fashion bible, Kelly Cutrone is our fashion guru, with this book being a mantra that everyone has to experience for at least one time. That's how we see it. I've had happy birthday tweets from you. I'm sure you happy birthday tweet everyone. You seated me, thank you. You seated me personally at New York Fashion Week, and I think you continue, even through your TV programs, continue to have a profound effect on the people that experience you, whether it's Twitter, your TV program, meeting you at a signing. And I think that's such a positive thing from someone who is so influential in fashion today. So welcome to London. You were in Dublin last night.
In Dublin, meditating, chanting away with a bunch of crazy people singing Bhajan until 4 in the morning.
Fantastic. Have you had a chance to experience anything of London yet?
I know London. I'm just like my third, this is one of my homes, you know. I mean, Joe, who's a partner in Telemasqua, Julian, I've known, they're really good friends of mine, and I did Cutrone, work with Henry Holland as a consultant to the British Fashion Council. Aggie Dean's one of my homegirls.
So you're happy to be in and out?
Voice from the Clash, like, I'm down. I know this town.
Okay. We love the book, but for those who are yet to read it, I know it was a New York Times bestseller. For those who are yet to read it, how would you sum it up?
This book is, I think, a really great integrated blend of memoir, metaphysics, and a power bitch man.
Fantastic.
Very well succinct.
We knew it would be full, after seeing you on the hills and that kind of thing, we knew it would be full of harsh realities, and you're saying it like it is. Having seen, having seen you and all of that, how did you make the decision to take it to this level of honesty, like exposing a lot about yourself that really we didn't expect?
It kind of all comes, there's something, Linda Oakes is this great film producer, and she wrote a book called Breaking Through the Glass Ceiling, and after you get on TV, when I first got on TV, people were like, oh my god, she's such a bitch. So I had to go through the whole stereotype of like, black hair, no makeup, blackness, bitch, witch, and then we had to redefine that to be babe in total control of herself, or a woman in total control of herself. And then when the book came, I just felt like there's stuff that I want to say, and I really don't feel, I feel now that for young people, they're being shot at from 17, so they have tween, they have all these things when they're little, like potty training videos and Dr. Seuss, and then they go to Miley Cyrus or Dora to Miley, and then they go to Twilight, and then it's like boing. No 18-year-old girl wants to read In the Garden of Good and Evil. They want something in between, and there aren't really that many people that are my age with my experience speaking to this group, nor are they represented in bookstores. They don't have their own section called Journeys or Beginnings. They don't have some cool chicks telling them about sex and talking to them straight up. So your mom's all like, you have to be on the pill, or and then all of a sudden you're completely on your own. And so I thought, and I didn't know it, but I think this book really kind of filled a void for that age group, and I made it sure.
Well, I hope my mom's not going to watch this, but she would rather die than ever talk to me about, and I'm 25.
But it's like, so why would we send our daughters to Brearley and send them to Paris or the Middle East or a kibbutz to learn about culture, and then what? We send them to the internet to learn about porn, and we send them to a bookstore to buy a book to learn about business. So there has to be more information for this group.
We've seen through your Twitter that there's another book in the works.
Yeah, I'm doing my second book, supposedly right now.
Okay.
It's called Normal Gets You Nowhere, but we wanted to call it Normal Gets You Nowhere, but paranormal will get you everywhere.
Fantastic.
But we're not. It's just Normal Gets You Nowhere.
And any kind of pointers on what that's going to be?
I think originally they wanted me to rewrite the 10 Commandments, and I thought, I really don't want to give those any props, because I looked at the 7th, or one of the 10 Commandments was like, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's oxen, ass, nor wife. And I was like, okay, this thing should not only not be rewritten, I really want no part of it. The women and barn animals, and I also thought it was silly, because I thought, who am I to take a sacred text, and I didn't want to do any of that. So, just to be punk, we opened the book by saying this is not a rewrite of the commandments, and then it's basically, it's more of the same stuff but a little deeper. We feel like in book 1 we turned on the lights, and now this is we're taking deeper journeys.
How does it feel when you've had, because I can personally say, and I'm sure for a lot of people that are standing in the queue, it's a huge book. I've actually obviously I work in fashion, so I've now gone, there's a place around the corner called Think Space, free meditation, and that's become part of my life, literally through reading your book and saying it's a way, you know, to kind of detox from all the crazy life that we're all involved in. How does it feel that you've actually, you know, changed and enhanced?
That makes me feel really good. Yeah, because I paid a really big price by not knowing that I could do those things and not knowing how to get there. I really love young women, you know. I really believe in youth, and I really, you know, I'm really happy that happened. And I also feel really lucky that I wrote a book that talks about the universal mother, and that people didn't like bring me to a stake and be like, what? What is she doing now? And I feel really good about that. Like, I want you guys to do well. I want you to have every opportunity, and I want you to make a ton of money and have a great time and have a wild experience and learn a lot, you know. But I do know that when you buy into all of that without certain things, you still feel really empty. So if you can build those things in, even myself, I'm still going through it. You know, last year I did 2 TV shows, I read a fucking book. You know, I wanted to act out. I wanted to like throw down. I was like tired. I was ready to like party and like hit it. And it's just like, even then it was like, oh, I have all this success, but why do I feel so tired? Or why don't I feel so good? Or why do I feel like chippy? You know? And so it's a constantly, it's never like a place that we just get to. You know, we're never there. And that means we're living, I guess, when we haven't arrived. You know? When we feel like we've arrived, we're in trouble. That's what I think.
Fantastic. And also, again, through following your tweets and people's own tweets.
Did you see the girl that Twittered me yesterday?
No, I didn't.
She was like such a bitch. Did you see that?
Oh, really? Okay.
She was like, oh, Kelly Cutrone's book is so good. She must have had somebody else write it for her. And I was like, you sound like a jaded, irresponsible, like loser who wouldn't even be allowed to enter.
I guess it's a kind of backwards compliment as well.
No, I was just like,
through your Twitter, you've talked about kind of doing like workshops for young people.
Yeah, we did that. We met in Washington Square Park.
Okay.
Oh, you mean more? Yes, I want to do that. We haven't gotten to that point yet.
Do you think you'd ever do something in London? Or?
Sure.
Yeah, you've got a massive, you know, when I say fan base, I mean people that really look up to you.
Yeah,
role models, career models, you know, icon.
My daughter's father lives here too, so that would also be really good.
In London there's a new generation of very young people, like 23, 24, 25, that have, you know, interned, and now they're saying, you know what, they're looking at people like you and saying, I'm going to start my own business, I'm going to do it myself.
Good, you should.
What's your kind of a big piece of advice?
You should do it if that's what you feel to do, and if you feel like you're ready to do that. You know, my whole thing is about your intuition. I mean, if you're doing it just because you don't want to have a boss, but you really don't feel like that's the thing to do. I mean, I think starting your own business now is a lot, in some ways, easier than it ever was because of the internet. You know, you can totally do that. And, you know, you can just say, oh, I'm a shop owner. Okay, here's my shop. It's at www.myshop.com. And it's like, you can just have your shop there. It's not quite the same commitment. Listen, I started my own business when I was 22, and I've had every great privilege of that, and every, like, major, like, bum fuck drag thing that's happened as a result of it. So, it's a good teacher. Work is a great teacher.
So you think it's a positive thing? That's lovely to hear.
Yeah, I mean, we like to see work as this thing that we do with a good spirit because it's a good teacher for us. It brings us money, and this is how we collaborate and contribute to society. So if you have a job where you're making bricks, and you just feel like, fuck this, man, I don't want to be a brick maker, I want to be a painter, then guess what? You put down the bricks, and you head toward the paint studio. It's very simple for human beings, especially in certain countries. It's not so simple for other people, gay men in the Middle East or women in certain cultures, but here it's like, we're not like salmon. Salmon have to swim upstream. The other salmon go, I don't know about you, but we're going against gravity, and let's just go downstream. We're just like, let's forget this whole upstream thing. They have to do it. They're ordered by nature. You know, we're not. We're human and we, so we have control of our destiny. You know, we can change it at any time.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for your time.
Nice
Good luck with the second book. It was really lovely to meet you.
You're a good interviewer.
Thank you. Thank you very much.